Hi there everyone, Musical Aviator here, and it's the week after World Flight, and this will be my first Milk Run Monday back. First things first, let's get the IRS running because they take a little while. We're obviously at Melbourne Airport and we're heading off to Sydney for the Milk Run. There will be an AIRAC which is 132.7. Let's give that a listen.
Runway 16 for arrivals and runway 27 for departures. Wind 170 degrees at 07 knots, Cav. Temperature 23, dew point 06. Short H1009. On first contact with Melbourne ground or approach, notify receipt of Romeo. Melbourne Terminal.
Information at Romeo, runway 27 departures. QNH1009. We've got the IRS position, need to grab that from the GPS, plug that in. Now we're going to the route section, YMML, YSSY01. Plug that in the cover route, just check it out. Docel to rivet, kilt, pretty much. Just going to check something else. No, that should be fine. Call sign today, Velocity 897. Activate that. Zero fuel weight, 54.8. Reserves was calculated for us, 2.3. Cost index will be 30. And level 390. Need to update that. Cool. Execute. Be on runway 27 today. It's a shorter runway of the two. We have 2,286 meters of runway there. Be on the full length. Weather is dry. The wind is 7 knots. 160, so it's crosswind, slightly ahead. Okay, rating to 32. Flaps 5. Center G Mac trim 23.8. We know it's runway 27. We know it's going to be the Docel departure, Docel 8. Takeoff page. V speeds 131, 133 for the rotate, and 143. 143 set in the buck. Let's talk to tower for some clearance. And we'll do that on 120.5. Also need to do this. Get the door open. Front door at least, let's double check. That's fine. Stairs are coming. Stairs are at the door. Yeah, let's get the clearance now, 1205. We have Romeo. Melbourne Tower, velocity has 897, requesting clearance to Sydney.
Velocity 897, good evening, Melbourne Tower. You are clear to Sydney by hotels and flight plan route. Select departure runway 27, maintain initial 5,000. Just stand by for squawk, please. Squawk is now 3140 and departures will be on 132.0 when airborne.
Velocity 897 is cleared to Sydney via Docel Lake departure. Runway 27, initial climb 5,000, score code 3140, departures 132.0. Velocity 897.
897.
Melbourne Tower, got a 5, extra with a taxi.
1320 is the departure.
Qantas 583, taxi by Quebec to the Quebec holding point runway 27.
And
Taxi,
squawk 3140.
Quebec holding point runway 27, got a 5, extra.
Tower Golf to the Foxtrot area, holding point Alpha.
Golf Zulu Foxtrot, I gave you instructions to taxi back to the bay because we have to get sorted out. There's no engine failures and no simulations on emergencies on Vatsim.
Taxi back to the bay, Golf to the Foxtrot.
How's those guys going? They're pretty cool. Seat the passengers. Refueling's been completed. Flight level 390 is our final. 5,000 is set there. Let's go check the config. Big Hornet's fine.
Melbourne Tower, got a 5, extra reporting active back.
897.
Qantas 583, wind power 160 degrees, 07 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 27.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, got a 5.
And Qantas 583, can you please check squad more Charlie, please?
Como Charlie, got a 5.
Cargo doors ready to close. Now who will win? Passengers loading or the IRS? Let's do the departure and safety brief. So our safety brief, engine starting sequence number 2, then number 1. We'll then be completing the checklist before moving out. Expect to taxi runway 27. We have runway 16 in operation as a departure runway. I believe Alpha would be the northbound. So expect to come out uniform, straight up Alpha, then on Echo, up to Papa.
Golf Zulu Foxtrot, roger, good night.
Okay, runway is 2,286 metres long. We'll be using AIautomoation RTO. Departure is VNAV and LNAV. So we'll be using that system. Apparently they're ready in the back there, Nelly. V1 131. After that we committed for the takeoff. Rotating at 133, airborne at 143, and and maintaining 143 plus 20. And we are able to abort for any reason below 100 knots. Weather is dry, and after 100 knots we'll be only stopping for any major failures, engine failure, hydraulics, that kind of thing. If we do get to V1, we will need to take that airborne and deal with it in the air. We'll make the right hand circuit and then make contact with ATC to advise of any change of plan if that's required. If everything goes to plan, we'll be tracking outbound on runway heading to Hopla, and that's RNAV, VNAV and LNAV running all the way up to Docel. Initial climb is 5,000. Okay, I'm ready to make the pushback and the call. Melbourne Tower, velocity 897, gate number 5, Echo is ready for pushback. We have information Romeo.
Velocity 897, you're clear pushing far.
Boston to that, velocity 897. Just chucked in the 897 right there so I remember it. Doors are closed. Contact cabin. So start these up. Oil dampener is on. Fuel pumps are on. Set clock. Very close to push. Brakes are released. Clear for the engine start. We'll take number 1. Actually, we'll take number 2. Packs are off. Number 2 to ground. %. Engine number 2 to idle. EGT rising. Flight controls. Engine number 2, starter cut out. Engine number 1 to the ground. Start valves open. N1 rising, N2 rising. 20%, engine number 1 to idle. EGT rising. Okay, hydraulics coming up. And engine generators are on. Generator 1, 50. APU bleed off, engine bleeds on, packs on. APU coming off. Flaps 5. Parking brakes are set. We'll start the checkoff
Melbourne Tower,
checklist.
just 528, request clearance.
Have recall checked, clear of
Just
items,
528.
flight
Clear
controls.
to Sydney by Southern Light Landing Route. So straight
Those.
departure runway 27. Maintain initial 5,000 for 3147 and departures will be on 132.0 when on board.
Flight controls checked and clear. Stand by.
Fly Sydney via planned route.
Hi there, ground. You're
runway
clear to
27,
disconnect. Thanks for your help.
5,000 initial. Squawk 3147.
Okay, flap set 5. And
Contact
green light.
Departures 123.
Stabilizer trim. 4.6 units.
485.
Jetstar, you're coming in as Jetstar 528 and this is a Basel 8 departure.
4.6 set. Takeoff briefing has been completed. Cabin, waiting on cabin.
Basel H departure. Jetstar 528.
Righty, we're clear of ground equipment. Ready to taxi. Melbourne Tower, Velocity 897 with information Romeo, ready for taxi.
Velocity 897, Roger, taxi 5 Sierra, then Tango, and then Papa, to the Papa holding point runway 6.
Okay, with that, just check you've got the updated sector file there. You'll find that Sierra doesn't connect through to Tango. There's a terminal in there now. I can take Alpha or Uniform Victor Tango.
Roger that, how about you take then Alpha and then Echo to Papa?
Okay, with that for Alpha Tango Papa. Velocity 897.
Roger 897.
Now I know they've got an updated sector file. So I was informed about that, and I have it in my computer for controlling both VRC and Euroscope. So update those things. The updated one's been out for about 4 months. So if you ever control, if you're a Vatsim controller that controls up Melbourne, make sure you've got an updated sector file. That's the Victoria sector file, they call it. TMA VIC. Anyway, here's Alpha. Tracking up Alpha, then along Tango. Now oddly I didn't think they used Tango that much, but when I last came back from Sydney, I think it was, the aircraft that I was flying on landed on runway 16. We vacated on Echo. No, we vacated on Golf. It was a Jetstar aircraft, and we went up Alpha, just like we're doing now, and then along Tango, which is unusual. So we'll use Tango. There's no problem with it there. That terminal there with gate Delta 4, 2 and so on, that we're looking at right now, that's where taxiway Sierra used to be. So you'd literally have to taxi through that building to be on Sierra. Anyway, this is Tango, I do believe. No, that's Delta 26, it's a gate. This one's Tango. Yep, there we are.
Test 1, 2, 3. Melbourne Tower, Mike Juliet Hotel, on your radio. Check please.
Mike Juliet Hotel, Melbourne Tower, good evening, radio check 5 on 5.
Thank you very much, Mike Juliet Hotel.
One reason you don't often get traffic on Tango is it's a bit claustrophobic in here, especially if you get some heavies parked along those gates there. You often get heavies on the hard stands over here as well. we're talking A320s and A380s, 777s, that kind of thing. Not so much on Vatsim. There's the beep upper. Cabin notification complete. Turn on transponder. All takeoff checklists below the line. Start switches are set to continuous. MCP is set for departure. Transponder is TARA landing lights. Turn those on. Strobe lights and retracts on. Tower velocity 897, ready at runway 27.
Velocity 897, winds an hour 160 degrees 07 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 27.
Runway 27, clear for takeoff, velocity 897. Laps timer on. Takeoff checklist has been completed. We've been cleared for takeoff. Runway 27. Heading is 263. Power to 50. %, stabilised. Circuit. Takeoff first set. $100 knots.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Positive rate. Gear up. Being that Velnam set. Departure frequency is already set. Climb thrust. Climb thrust set. I don't really feel like hand flying it all the way up today. Let's go. Autopilot's on. Let's just grab the departure frequency. I don't think he handed us off, but getting close to 5,000 already. Melbourne departure velocity 897, climbing 5,000 out of 3,700. Flaps up.
Velocity 897, departures, Skidday, 005, climb flight level 240.
Climb level 240, velocity 897. Level 240 is set. Guns coming up. Retracts up. And after takeoff checks, air conditioning and pressurization. Pressurization packs are on auto, and pressurization just coming up through 2 psi, 100 feet. Start switches are off. Landing gear is up and off. Auto brakes are off. Flaps up and no lines. Altimeters holding on altimeters. relaxed departure.
Velocity 888 to 3000.
There's 888.
3000 velocity 888.
Love that call sign. Transition, standard set, and on the standby. Righty, just coming up on 11,400 on the mark. That's 3, 2, 1, mark.
Velocity 888, clear the Isles Yankee runway 16 approach, report established.
Cleared Island 16 approach, velocity 888.
Climbs in the view. It's got to lose the VOR there, detune. If I was smart, I would have kept my PFPX wind prediction page up, so I didn't have to do this. There we go, that's done. I'll be cruising at flight level 390, so I might start plugging in some of the wind predictions. Route data. First one we have is Ebony at 390, and that'll be 262 at 27. That's wind direction 262 at 27 knots. At Aaron, it'll be
897, contact center 125.0 exact.
Aaron, center 125.0, velocity 897. Yep, let's switch.
60.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 897, climbing flight level 240 at a flight level 200.
Velocity 897, G'day Melbourne Centre, climbing flight level 390.
Flight level 390, velocity 897. 390 set.
Just requesting decimal 7.
Right, let's get back to that. We had Aaron, which was 253 at
just
26.
518, say again.
Just requesting decimal 7 at 3 if possible.
At non-up, we expect to have wind 244 at
518,
25.
roger, decimal 7 at 3.
Decimal 7 at 3, just 518, thanks.
Executed. 3.5 at arrival. That's pretty much perfect.
Just confirm that was
They'll come down a little bit with the
52.
rivet arrival that we'll be getting. Let's put the descent forecast in though. You have levels 360.
Virgin 252, start clearance.
Yeah. 290.
Sorry, last takeoff, calling say again.
140.
Level of flight level 23, sorry.
On a 328 descend 9000, Sydney QNH 1011.
260, the 360 will have 199 at 13.
And Virgin 252, start clearance, the Lily 7 Alpha Bravo, runway 16, and ready descent, flight level 220.
0 at 5 at 8 for level 290. And 140 is 108 at 60.
And Mike Lima Charlie, I'll just give it to you, start clearance, the Lily 7 Alpha, runway 16, ready descent, flight level 210.
Let's get the seatbelt signs off. Landing lights off. And wing lights off. Overhead seems to be in order.
And on a 774 report mark. 774 mark, 167. On a 774, please repeat. On 774 mark, 167. On a 774, can you reduce speed to decimal 75? Reduce 75 on a 74. And red 1123, side currents available. Red 1123, side currents with at 9 arrival, runway 16. Right, and ready descent, flight level 210.
Alright, we're settled in.
And red 1123, can I have your optimal speed on descent? Sorry, can you go as fast as you can on descent?
Let's see, for Sydney, weather. Date the 18th, time 0830 Zulu. Wind 190 at 17 knots, which will indicate that we'll go for runway 16, probably right.
Mike Lima Charlie.
Visibility is down at 8 kilometres. Showers in area, light showers. Clouds scattered at 800 feet. Scattered at 2,500, broken at level 220. 18 degrees.
233, g'day Melbourne Centre.
QNH 1011.
3250.
Intermittently between 0830 Zulu and 1130 Zulu. And the time now is in that period. Has
5
kilometre visibility, medium to heavy showers of rain, cloud few at 600 feet, broken at 1,000. Also, moderate turbulence below 5,000 feet till 0900, which we won't get.
Correction 774 cyclones available.
It's currently 8:45, so in 15 minutes, apparently turbulence below 5,000 is forecast to end probably right about sundown. Cloud will be an issue though, so I'm expecting we'll be doing an ILS approach in Sydney.
Velocity 891 side clearance available. Velocity 891 side clearance, the Rivet 9 arrival, runway 16 left from Eddie descent flight level 220. Virgin 252. Rate 1123, thanks. Simco Cat 233, you're identified. You're cleared to the nearby MSO flight plan route, maintain flight level 360. Sorry, last aircraft, I want to say again. And Qantas 228, contact Sydney approach on 124, decimal 4.
Sydney approach 124, decimal 4, good night, thanks. Qantas 228.
Normal Tango, 233, please to Sydney, flight level 52.
Velocity 23 is that?
Velocity 673. Just 518 dark currents about. Just 518 side clearance, the Rivet 9 arrival, runway 16 right, when ready, descent flight level 260, and you can be expecting a hold at trail, stand by for instructions.
Good on arrival 16 right, and when ready to descend 260 and expect the hold at trail. Thanks. Yes, I'll let it.
Lima Kilo, Romeo left flight level 202 and now down.
Lima Kilo, Romeo, thanks.
Qantas 774, left flight level Gunner there.
Last aircraft calling, say again.
Qantas 770, left flight level 290.
2774, thanks. Break, Kilo, correction, Lima Kilo, Romeo, contact Sydney approach 124.4, good day.
Sydney approach 124.4, Lima Kilo, Romeo, good night.
And just 518, instead of doing a hold, I can get you to turn left heading 360 separation.
360, this 518, thanks.
1,000 feet to go.
And Mike Lima Charlie, descend 9000 Melbourne QNH 1010.
Descend 9000
And Virgin 252, descend flight level 150.
Descend flight level 150.
Then at top of the evening, Qantas 455, climbing front of people.
Qantas 455, g'day, Melbourne Centre. Come on to flight level 350.
350, Qantas 455.
And Red 1123, descend 9000, Sydney QNH 1011. And Velocity 891, you can also descend 9000, that's Sydney QNH 1011. And just 518, descend flight level 190.
Gentlemen, 0, just 518.
And Centre, Qantas 455 requesting ultimate cruise 412.
And Qantas 455, confirm flight level 410.
Hey firm.
Qantas 455, you'll re-clear flight level 410.
Repeat flight level 410, Qantas 455.
Considering the kind of winds we often get up here in the city of Melbourne,
And yes,
14 knots is not really that
much.
much. I have seen like 94 knots, 104 knots. Mostly jet stream heading northbound, but yeah.
And Qantas 7, 74, can I slow speed on set, please?
Out of Ebony, so Albury mustn't be too far off.
Qantas 7, 74, slow speed and descent, please.
Indeed.
Qantas 74. In Qantas 583, side clearance available.
That's Lake Hume.
Well, I got a 5-3, go ahead.
Qantas
Lake
583,
Hume,
side clearance, the River Diner,
Albury is just off in that direction, just under the airplane right now. Regional Centre.
River 9 right forward, way
Which would make, if you can find the Murray River somewhere, get me off on the lake there. That forms the border of New South Wales and Victoria. So that's the state of Victoria just behind us.
Just off 518, stand
And
by.
New South
break,
Wales, just ahead of
Lima
us.
Charlie, contact normal approach on 132.0.
Approach 132.0.
Still with Melbourne Centre though, because Melbourne Centre covers half of Australia.
And
Brisbane, the other
1123,
half.
contact Sydney approach
Brisbane.
124.4, g'day. And velocity 891, contact Sydney approach 124.4, g'day.
So it's funny when you get velocity 891, not 7. It's like, oh, is that me? No. No, it's not.
On a 774D, stand 9000, Sydney QNH 1011.
On the down 1011, on a 734.
Velocity 670, dark clearance available.
Okay, 673, started crossing.
Velocity 673, star clearance, the RB1 Alpha arrival, runway 16 from ready, decent flight level 220.
Velocity 673, RB1 Alpha Robin from the 24 when ready to send flight level 220.
Version 252B, stand 9000, Melbourne QNH 1010. Just 518, contact Sydney approach 124.4, g'day.
124.4, okay.
Velocity 673, you can expect to hold at RB flight level 220.
Velocity 673, 9000, hold it on.
Alright, Mel's will start a briefing for their own approach. It's Sydney, and know the weather is all kinds of crap. It's going to be an ILS approach, runway 16 off the Rivet arrival, Rivet 9. I'd probably expect it'll be runway 16 right. Cat 1 and 2, localizer Zulu 16 right. Approaching that top of the descent point. It's probably not going to hit us. Actually, if we at the arrival now, that will probably extend the time that we need.
Qantas 583, I did say flight level 210. Never mind, descend 9000, Sydney QNH 1011.
Hello, Zulu 16 right.
My apologies, descend 9000. First 105.
Told so. Cool. So, Rivet arrival, it's pretty straightforward. LNAV, VNAV, it's Rivet, straight lining towards Sydney. Crossing at waypoint Tammy, 20D move Sydney on the 049 inbound. Head across 20D me at 9000 or below.
Qantas 774, contact Sydney approach 124.4.
Waypoint Boogie, 10 DME Sydney, above 6000. Okay, now for the hard bit. ILS Zulu, Cat 1 and 2.
Contact Melbourne approach on 132.0.
So the ILS frequency 109.5. We've set that to both.
Indoor control, just 528, flight level 240 with you.
And inbound 155.
Just 528. Just 528, get a climb to flight level 310.
I'm flight level 310.
So it's course 155
528.
set. The minimums is 210 barometer. I'll do another one because I don't feel like doing that today. So 202 on radio altimeter. Alrighty, it's wet runway. We'll be using runway 16 right, longest runway in Australia. So auto brake 1. We'll be vacating to the left. Bring up the domestic chart as well. So the runway is 20 feet above sea level. 16 right threshold is 8 feet. There is a slight bump in the middle. I'd expect to be coming off around maybe Bravo 6, Bravo 8. Yeah, maybe Bravo 7, which is a high speed. So if we can make that, that'll be great. See how much fuel that we've got now compared to what we need then, we'll have then. That's 7, so it'll be 58.1. Roll across weight, so it gives flat 40. And inbound speed of 137.
583, contact Sydney approach 124.4, g'day.
Currently, approach 124.4 is speed delay.
Plus the 897 start current available.
Plus the 897, go ahead.
Plus the 897 start current. The Rivet 9 arrival, runway 16 right, we're going to DT from flight level 210.
Cleared Rivet 9 arrival, runway 16 right, and when ready then flight level 210, Velocity 8907. Standard fare. Flight level 210 is now set. Let's listen to the ATIS, 126.25. Radio 2. Good. And let's set that up.
Visibility 270 kilometers. Showers in area. Cloud. Scattered 900. Scattered 1,200. Temperature 18. QNH 1011. Turbulence in circuit area. On first contact with Sydney. Gravel approach. Notify receipt of Echo. Sydney. Terminal information. Echo. Expect iOS approach. Runway 12. Left and right. 4. Arrival and departure. Parallel. Runway operation. In progress. Independent. Departure. In progress. Wind 200 degrees. 15 knots. Gusting 26. Visibility. Rigid 27 kilometers. Showers in area. Cloud. Scattered 900. Scattered 1,200. Temperature 18. QNH 1011. Turbulence in circuit area. On first contact with Sydney. Gravel approach. Notify receiver. Echo. Sydney.
Okay, that was information Echo. Back over here. Information Echo, runway 16 right, we're new. QNH 1011.
Velocity 673, contact.
Showers in area.
Known approach on 132.
Gusting winds 15 knots to 26. Visibility down to 7 Ks. Cloud at 900. A bit of a fun ride, really. So minimum's 202. It's 700 feet difference between the lowest cloud and the minimum. Anyhow, bit of gusting wind, 26 knots, wind 200 degrees, so there'll be a crosswind component, 55. About 45 degrees off the nose. Anyway, we are about to descend, so I might make an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking from the flight deck, and joining me on the flight deck this evening, First Officer YouTube. We're about to commence our descent into Sydney at this time. I expect to make an on-time arrival at 9:30 in about 20 minutes. As we commence our descent, the cabin crew will be passing through the cabin one last time to make the final rubbish collection and compliance check. As said, we are expecting to enter Sydney at on-time arrival today, 9:30. The weather in Sydney at the moment is fairly, well, it's not the best. Temperature's 18 degrees and that's falling. There is a lot of shower and rain activity around, and a lot of bit of a subtly gusting wind, southwesterly, busting through this evening. So it's going to be a little bit cold, a little bit wet. Hope you've brought your umbrellas and your warm, snuggy clothes. Funnily enough, it's a lot worse than it was in Melbourne today. So we brought some of that weather with us. Oh well. As I said, we'll be making our descent shortly. Once we can't commence our descent, we'll be turning slightly to the north of Sydney, and we will be passing in from overhead the Sydney Harbour and down the approach to the runway 16 right. Unfortunately, there won't be much of an opportunity to see much outside of the aircraft, but if you do get a little glimpse out of the left-hand side, you may well see Sydney Harbour, the bridge, the Opera House, through the clouds on the approach. No guarantees. Anyway, we have begun our descent now, and I'd like to ask you to comply with the instructions of the great cabin crew that we have today. Hope you've enjoyed flying with Virgin Australia on this flight from Melbourne to Sydney, service 8907. Hope you enjoy your stay in Sydney, safe onward travels, and hope to see you in the skies with Virgin Australia next time you choose to fly. Thank you.
What's the Christian cycle sign?
What's the vehicle?
What's the 34, g'day. Pilot flight level 350.
Pilot level 350, what's the vehicle?
Alright, descent checklist. Descent checks, pressurization should be set for 0. Anti-ice may be required. Just keep a check on that. Nothing on the forecast though, so we haven't got icing in the forecast. The temperature at 18 degrees on the ground, and clouds pretty much all the way up to level 200 or something like that. Approach briefing. We have done that. Let's just review. We have ILS set course 155, ILS 109.5 set to both. Auto brake will be 1, and flaps 40. Current speed is 137. And final item is IAS and altitude bugs. Altitude bugs set barrow. Say again, radio 202. IAS was set in the initial reference 133, and that'll bring us to the close of the descent checklist. The descent checklist is complete.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 504, evening.
Jetstar 504, g'day, Melbourne Centre. Pilot flight level 330.
Flight level 330, Jetstar 504.
YSSY 897, descend 9000, correction Sydney QNH 1011.
9000, Sydney QNH 1011, velocity 897. 90,000 set. Thought I just might check a fix around Sydney. Do the VOR.
Good evening,
And let's check a circle of 13 nautical miles around it.
Current 415, g'day Melbourne, turning climb the flight level
According to the chart,
360.
a 12 DME intercept is minimum for the expected location. So I'm hoping that we stick around about that 13 mark under the vectors. Of course it might go up to 15 depending on the controller and what other traffic's around.
Qantas 455 Cyclone available.
Go ahead, Qantas 455.
Qantas 455 Cyclone, the Rivet 9 arrival, runway 16 right, from ready to some flight level 210.
Rivet 916 right, when ready, flight level 210.
Always fun to see the moon.
Velocity 897, contacts the new approach 124.4, g'day.
Approach 124.4, velocity 897. 124.4 set, let's just grab that ATIS again to make sure it hasn't changed.
Runway operation. In progress. Independent. Departure. In progress. Wind 200.15 knots.
Damn it.
26. Visibility.
It's an echo last time.
Kilometers. Showers in area. Cloud. Scattered 900. Scattered 1,200. Temperature 18.
Ain't got the time.
QNH 1011. Terminal. E. Circuit area. On first contact with Sydney. Ground or approach. Notify receiver. Echo.
Still echo.
Terminal.
Quarter 583, contact tower 120.5, g'day.
Tower 120.5 is 3 Delhi.
Sydney approach, velocity 897 with echo, descending at 9,000 and a flight level 145.
Velocity 897, Sydney approach, descend 8,000, runway 16 right, expect ILS approach.
Descending 8,000, expecting ILS runway 16 right, velocity 897. Coming up on 10,000. Hang lights on. Like lights on. From the set 1011. Crossing 10,500. Okay, we'll do 10,400. Mark. Cool. Let's chuck these on. Continuous. Approach checklist. Altitudes and instruments set cross-checked. We have 1011 passing 10,200. Correct. Approach aids checked and set. We have 109.5 set to both. That is the ILS frequency. Standby ADI is on. Approach checklist is complete. 6,000 feet to go.
For the 897, cancel start, turn left heading 010.
Cancel star, heading 010, velocity 897. 010 set. I cut Sydney out of there. Close to what we're doing.
Honest approach. Flight 454. Maintain flight level 3000. Heading 155. Speed 240. Forward right center. Honest 454. Approach. Turn right heading 300. Maintain at 3000. You identify. Honest 454. 300. 40 heading. Velocity 897, descend 6,000.
Down at 6,000, velocity 897. 6,000 set, let's go to flight level change. Yeah, I'll just increase the speed a bit, 220.
Qantas 454, turn right heading 330. Qantas 454, turn right heading 330.
1,000 foot to go.
Qantas 454, heading 330. Velocity 897, descend to 4,000 to 5 track miles.
Down at 4,000, just repeat the last one so I can velocity in that one.
Velocity 897 to 5 track miles.
25 track miles, go with that, velocity 897.
Approach today, Qantas 455, descending to 9,000 with
Qantas 455 approach, descend 8,000 from runway 16 right, expect pilot approach.
8,016 right, Qantas 455.
Velocity 897, descend 3,000.
Down 3,000, velocity 897. 3,000 feet set.
Qantas 454, reduce speed to 180 knots. 454, reduce speed 180 knots.
Flight 454, reduce speed 180 knots.
Velocity 897, turn right heading 070.
Turning right heading 070, velocity 897, 1000 above. And 070,
United 991, 2000 for 5000. United 9991, identified flight 280.
Repeat that,
United 9991, flight level 280.
One maintain 280, United 991.
Velocity 897, turn right heading 125, intercept local license, runway 16 right.
Heading 125, clearly intercept localizer, runway 16 right, velocity 897. Heading 125 and clear to intercept, approach road set. Speed 200. 204.
Velocity 897, cleared ILS, runway 16 right.
Get the ILS approach, runway 16 right, velocity 897. Flap 1. Armed. Leading edge flap set. Speed 185. 183 is fine. Load slope capture. Flap 5.
Velocity 897, contact Sydney Tower 120.5 today.
Over to Tower 120.5, velocity 897.
Qantas 454, turn right heading 070, descend 2000.
120.5 set.
Victor Hotel 45, start approved.
Speed down to 160. 165.
Tower, but it's 583.
Gear down.
Well, it's 583 years. Good cross there, 755. Continue up Bravo to and continue off Bravo and make a run off to Charlotte 1.
Still landing checks. Landing checklist.
Gear
down 3 grade. Auto brake 1.
On Bravo and on 21.
Engine ignition set to continuous. Speed brake is armed. Landing flaps will be 40, holding up flaps. Sydney Tower, velocity 897, the final runway 16 right.
Velocity 897, good afternoon, first land, 16 right.
16 right, let's land, velocity 897. With 30 knots, just off the nose. Let's go, flap 15. Flap 15 speed set on the white bug. Flap 25. Flap 25 speed set. Outer marker. Reference speed 137 knots, flat 40. Flat 40 set. Landing checklist complete. May be cleared to land. 1,000 feet stable. Speed +3. Aeroplane.
Sydney Tower, Mike Juliet, hotel is ready.
Mike Juliet Hotel, standing by on for, yeah, number 1 for takeoff. I just got 2 aircraft at the moment.
Juliet Hotel.
Approaching minimums.
Check. 1 dot low. Back on.
Minimums.
Landing.
Yeah, I think the HL 45.
2 knots slow. 1 knot, 0. Plus 2.
HL 465, good taxi to 165
On slow.
Bravo,
On speed.
Bravo 2,
Decreasing.
Bravo 2, hold it 165. HL 465.
$60 knots. Manual braking. Let's go there.
Lima Kilo Romeo, request taxi.
Lima Kilo Romeo, good taxi to 165 by no, I think right on to Bravo, probably Bravo 2, hold it, focus on way 165.
Taxi by Golf Bravo to holding point Bravo 2, runway 16, right, Lima Kilo Romeo.
And velocity 897, make a left on 2 Bravo, hold short on 0725.
Left on Bravo, hold short 25, lost 897. Dim lights back on. Let's get rid of these. Those on, and those off. Strobes off.
Lima Kilo Romeo, sorry, I spilled out of it. Your initial is 3000, sorry.
Initial of 3000, Lima Kilo Romeo.
Transponder off.
Velocity 897, clear cross to 0725, make a right.
Take us to standby.
Yeah, just make a right onto Gold, then make a left onto Bravo towards the gate, please.
Let's check that gate number 33. Delta 33. Go. So it's our velocity 897, ready to cross runway 25, gate number 33.
Velocity 897, clear cross 0725. Make a right up to Golf and make a left onto Bravo towards the bay, thanks.
To the cross runway 25, up Bravo 4 to the bay, domestic 2, velocity 897. Bravo 6. Run Bravo 4. Next one up.
Cross 454, you're clear to land once struck.
Orbx down there holding short the runway. Current time 9:42.
One is 454. Turning left onto taxiway off the runway 16 right.
This one representing Mike Juliet Hotel. Line up and hold runway 16 right.
View's coming on.
Mike Juliet Hotel, do you copy?
Hotel, 145. Taxi, okay, bye bye. Juliet Hotel, copy.
145.4, sorry, what was that?
Mike Juliet Hotel, being you.
Taxi lights off.
No, yeah, sorry. Second with 145.4. So, you sort of need like emergency taxi, just putting it out there, because you're going up the taxiway that you're meant to be going south on. And could cause an aircraft collision.
Back brake set.
Roger, 12454.
Yeah, stay tuned, don't need those guys anymore. Okay, we've got cut engines, we have APU on bus, APU on leads. Engine number 1 shutting down. Engine number 2 shutting down. Clock's off. 9:45. It's D-board. Alrighty, so I've made it all the way into Sydney, and this, notice it was not actually raining. A bit windy, clouds are a bit low, but all in all wasn't as bad as it kind of made out to be. That's alright, got in, nice and easy. That always happens. Anyway, let's get this aircraft shut down. Have APU generator on, IRS is off, fuel pumps off, hydraulics off, and the coal can come off. Let's open some doors. Altitude set to 4009, and that's all folks. Alrighty, so once again thanks for flying with me on the Milk Run Monday, date today 18th of November 2013. Hope you enjoyed the trip from Melbourne to Sydney in the evening falling into night time. This is Musical Avia signing off. Catch you around.